XRP to the moon. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Stoked to have you guys here today. XRP to the moon, baby. So we currently have 1 hour, 32 minutes, had a massive candle today. We are catching a little bit of a rejection here in this short term, but we are up 3.53%, 3.55 now. So now we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive days, and then a doji yesterday, which is a potential reversal candle. Well, we fought right through that with an additional 6th positive day. Yesterday, we could have just called that one a zero and not worry about it because it didn't really go up or down. And then boom, today, like literally yesterday's candle, 0.12% down. So a doji basically a zero, but boom, today, another positive candle. So now we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days in a row, 7 consecutive days of upward movement for Ripple XRP. Not quite up to the spot where we want it to be. Again, that is at that previous tippity top of that daily candle up there at 0.55894. We need to break that. That is our breakout zone that we are waiting for. So, hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. My name is Ryan Huggins. I'm a crypto and real estate investor here in Southern California, and my job is to help be your crypto shortcut. So if you're like most people, you probably don't have the opportunity to spend hours a day reading through headlines, reading through articles, watching YouTube channels, staring at the charts all day. But that is what I do. That's what we do here at this channel. We bring that information to you in a condensed manner. So if you're looking for a crypto shortcut, smash that subscribe button. In today's video, XRP lawsuit. So the SEC case takes surprising turn following Ripple's decisive win in the suit. We're going to continue following this case all the way through to the end for you guys. Also, Ripple keeps hiring amid bear market. What did they know at Ripple, the company, that we don't? They're still continuing to add. Most people are firing people left and right. Ripple's continuing to add people to the team, even though Ripple's currently in a legitimate legal battle with the SEC, one of the most powerful entities in the entire government. Ripple don't care. It's like Honey Badger don't care. Ripple don't care either, continuing to fire. And also in today's video, we got some amazing articles that were happening last week. We're going to recap these for you, and we'll go into the details of them as well. But quickly run into the headlines. Musk's deal for Twitter looks set to go with original $44 billion price tag. EU regulators ban cross-border payments from Russian crypto accounts. SWIFT says it has reached a breakthrough in recent CBDC experiments. And Middle East and North Africa are fastest growing crypto markets, according to data. FTX and Visa partner to permit crypto payments in 40 countries. Huge stuff that happened last week. We were going to cover all of that for you guys today and much more in today's video. All right, so before we jump over into the Ripple and the XRP Army information and the charts that we will be getting into, we're going to go over the full charts for us today. We're going to look at the weekly, the daily, and the 4-hour for XRP. We're also going to look at Ethereum and Bitcoin in today's video because it's been a little while. Those are important to cover also. So Musk's deal. So Elon Musk is back on track to buy Twitter. The billionaire originally decided to buy the social media network back in April 2022, settling on a price tag of roughly $44 billion. He subsequently attempted to cancel the agreement, claiming inadequate transparency from Twitter regarding the firm's financial health, as well as fake account and spam bot prevalence on the platform. Musk now intends to complete the original $44 billion deal, according to the legal filing. Now, there are a lot of nuances in this deal to where if the funding doesn't go through, it's kind of a trick that Elon Musk could get out of the deal, because buying it at $44 billion is basically buying it at double its actual value. So it's a very stupid, like, financial move to make. But at the same time, he may lose $1 billion if his funding. So he has a secured funding that's going to come through to help him fund this deal. It's not only his own dollars. So he'll be using a funding, a capital raise. If that capital raise doesn't happen, the deal falls apart and he just owes a fine to Twitter of $1 billion. So could that be his outing? We don't know. Also, if we take a look over here at Twitter, one of the most interesting things that has happened so far, Elon Musk has already unpermanent banned Kanye West, and Kanye West is over here just dropping crazy awesome stuff. as he always does. He's a crazy guy. It's fun and exciting to see what he posts. Like, he just posted this here because he just got booted off of Instagram. Kanye did. He said, look at this, Mark. You were my or you're going to kick me off of Instagram. You used to be my homie, right? And so here they are singing karaoke together back in the day. I guess friendships don't last that long in Hollywood. But anyway, it's going to be amazing. You know, what happens when Elon fully takes over right now? Obviously, there's going to be a big purge coming at Twitter. Going to have to hire new people, new staff, things of that nature. But he's already starting to let more of the outspoken and more of the controversial figures come back onto the platform. So we'll see. Twitter could get a lot more fun. And hey, speaking of Twitter, if you have not done so yet, make sure you head over to bullrunnersclub.com on Twitter and follow us. We are always adding new content to our Twitter page. We definitely want to see you guys following us over there as well. EU regulators ban cross-border payments from Russian crypto accounts. And a lot of this stuff, if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. But we do cover these in a more lengthy video throughout the week. This is just really important information. I'd like to do a recap on Saturdays or Sundays. And this is it for the day. So in light of recent elections of the Ukraine-Russian war, or escalation, sorry, the European Union has banned crypto activity between member regions and Russia, no matter how small the transaction. The ban covers all crypto asset wallets, accounts, or custody services, irrespective of the amount in the wallet. So you can't even send $10 if you wanted to. According to an October 6th statement from the European Commission, Russia, on the other hand, has taken the opposite stance, evident in its approval of cross-border crypto activity in recent weeks. So the EU is trying to squash it, while Russia, which Russia was actually very highly against crypto in the beginning, now they've turned on crypto, and this is going to be an interesting battle out there. How does this all work out? Now, speaking of cross-border payments and systems that do that type of stuff, Swift says it has reached a breakthrough in the recent CBDC experiments. The Society of Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, aka SWIFT, a key cog in the global payment system, unveiled a successful test related to central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs. In short, the test proved interoperability between CBDCs globally. For CBDCs, our solution will enable central banks to connect their network simply and directly to all other payment systems in the world through a single gateway. Swift Chief Innovation Officer Tom Z said on October 5th statement, Swift's other tests pertained to tokenized assets. Now, the interesting thing here about Swift is XRP. XRP is supposed to completely alleviate the Swift system, but if Swift decides to come out and actually launch this and it works successfully, is XRP even needed? We're going to have to wait and see. And we've seen lots and lots of information rolling out about testing and experiments and different coins that are trying to do exactly what XRP is doing through the Ripple company. And they're saying it works. But as we've seen, testing on a small scale, doing some beta testing things, we've seen major cryptos have major issues. We know XRP doesn't have any issues. It's been running for years now, and it's worked successfully every single time. There's never been an issue. So do you really want your world government currency having an issue on the back end? Well, I don't think so. So XRP is still in the run. It's going to be very interesting to follow this along the whole entire way. Middle East and North Africa are fastest growing crypto markets from data. The Middle East and North Africa, known as the MENA region, took the cake for fastest crypto growth this past year. Between July of 2021 and June of 2022, the volume of crypto transactions in the region hit $566 billion, a 48% increase in the year prior. According to the Chainalysis report, crypto usage in the MENA region ranged from capital preservation and remittance payments to institutional activity. So every single step of the way in currency changing, it's happening. Latin America took second in terms of growth at 40%, and North America came in third with 36%. It's really funny. I actually had someone mention on the comment section yesterday. By the way, if you're getting information from these videos, make sure you leave a comment down below. 777 if you're feeling bullish, 777 if you're feeling blessed. But I was talking to somebody, and we were talking about the XRP and how, this is a big deal, that there's a holdup in the United States, and they were like, well, United States is not the only country that does crypto. Yes, that is true. However, it is the largest volume, and it is very exciting to see other countries come along. But a lot of times when we talk about the cryptos and regulations and things that come along for crypto, we use the United States as the example because of the fact that that's where the other countries look to find out if it's going to be okay to use crypto and so on and so forth. So really interesting there. I do understand that this is a worldwide economy and a worldwide currency, token, so on and so forth. But right now, the United States has been set as basically the test section. FTX and Visa partner to permit crypto payments in 40 countries. Crypto exchange FTX unveiled that it has teamed up with Visa to produce a reportedly feeless debit card. Launching such a card has been a long-standing goal for FTX CEO Sam Bankman-Fried. The FTX Visa card will reportedly be available in 40 countries. The card's website states that the card is also free to own. So no fees, no transaction fees. This is going to be pretty awesome because everyone, I mean, in reality, it sucks, right? When all these different banks charge you this fee here, this fee there, this fee here, this fee there, just taking more of your money from you. Let's talk about winners and losers of last week. So BTC had a high of 20,405 with a low of 18,976. Ethereum had a high of 1,380 and a low of 1,272. Top altcoin gainers last week was Casper. Casper got a 20% boost. Elrond up 12.98 and Convex Finance up 12.44. While the top losing altcoins was Eunice said Leo, Chiliz, and Lido DAO. Prediction of the week: a crumbling stock market could create profitable opportunities for Bitcoin traders. Bitcoin posted another week of largely range-bound price action, traded between 19,000 and 20,500 for the most part, according to the BTC price index. The potential importance of Q3 earnings announcements expected in October from big companies such as Tesla and Apple. If negative, the announcements could lead to the falling BTC price if the asset remains correlated to the mainstream markets. In contrast, Bitcoin's scarcity could appeal to investors if inflation woes continue. Also, just so you are aware, the full moon hits tonight. And as we've seen in the past, sometimes full moons indicate pump scenarios. So could we see a 2-week period over the next 2 weeks from this full moon until the next new moon, where we do have increases in the crypto market and the stock market? Stock market, the indices opened up this morning, starting to crash a little. We'll see if they recover over this upcoming week. Ripple keeps hiring amid the bear market. San Francisco-based blockchain firm Ripple has posted a job opening for a full stack engineer. Ripple's new hire will be part of the company's design and marketing team, managing the company's websites. The person will be responsible for guiding technology decisions and implementing different strategies. The job opening says that the candidate must have deep knowledge of web development. On top of this, he or she should be a strong leader and communicator who will be capable of spearheading an in-house of front-end developers. So who are you out there? If we have anybody in our community, XRP Army out there, this would be a fantastic job. If you have the skills, make sure you follow up and apply for that. Ripple's hiring spree continues. Ripple said that it would be able to continue hiring even during a severe bear market, which sets it apart from many other cryptocurrency companies that have been forced to slash their workforce. Coinbase, OpenSea, BlockFi, and other big industry names were forced to cut jobs. Earlier this month, the company has already posted a slew of job openings, including a lead digital designer. The company has offices in San Francisco, New York, Singapore, Toronto, and other major cities. Earlier this year, Ripple said that it would hire as many as 50 engineers for its recently opened office in Canada. In August, Ripple was recognized as one of America's fastest growing companies. However, the company is mainly focusing on expanding its business outside the US due to legal battles on its home turf. And there has been talks of them actually leaving United States altogether. Even though they were founded and developed here, they may be leaving somewhere else. You know, obviously with them being harassed by the United States government, they don't really enjoy being here. XRP lawsuit, SEC case takes surprising turn following Ripple's decisive win in suit. Ripple Labs scored a tactical victory in its legal battle with the U.S. SEC on September 29th as U.S. District Court Annalisa Torres ruled to release the documents written by former SEC Corporation Finance Division Director William Hinman. So we've covered this at length. This is a really, really big, awesome victory for Ripple and XRP, the whole entire community, where now the SEC will be forced to hand over these documents. Will the SEC turn in the documents, though? So while Judge Torres' agreement with Judge Netburn's ruling on the relevance, DPP, and attorney-client privilege protection of the documents have been welcomed by the theming XRP community, concern remains as to whether the SEC will comply with the order. In a statement to Fox Business, Eleanor Tourette, the general counsel for Ripple, Stuart Alderati, pointed out that the SEC has flaunted the past 6 orders given by the court, compelling it to turn in the documents. This amounts to the SEC deliberately fostering uncertainty in the crypto industry, according to him. And as he says here, we're pleased by the 6th and hopefully final decision from the court to produce these documents, which grants Ripple access to important documents that the SEC has continued to withhold. The SEC continues to deliberately foster uncertainty rather than provide clear guidance, which is why we are vigorously defending this case on behalf of the entire crypto industry. Ripple has long considered the documents to be crucial evidence in the case as they show Hinman arrived at his own personal opinion that ETH was not a security. Although the SEC can still appeal the latest ruling, John E. Deaton, a third-party attorney representing XRP investors in the case, had previously predicted that the case could settle within a 90-day timeline from when the SEC produces the documents. So we need the documents, then we get the settlement, or we just get an absolute win for Ripple. All right, now let's jump into the charts here and see what is going on with the XRP. So first and foremost, let's jump over here to our weekly charts. And as you can see, we do have 1 hour and 12 minutes left in this week's candle. What an amazing candle, by the way, an absolute bullish engulfing smoke show candle up this week, 19.19% at this exact moment. It has peaked a little higher than that even. And it is, again, so 2 weeks ago, it did run up into that 50 exponential moving average, getting very close to getting to that 50 exponential moving average again. One thing that I'm still on the lookout for, just in case, because I always cover the ups and the downs, we do still have this fair value gap down here at about that 40-cent range that has not filled. And the only reason that I bring that up is because as we take a look at all of XRP, there are no downside fair value gaps at all. There's only upside. So if we can just go and clear this one right now, we start to push the momentum up. There's no stopping it. There's no reason price would ever need to or want to return there. In fact, you can see this fair value gap right here. When this price pushed and took off forever, right? It left this little tiny fair value gap here at 33 cents. No one ever thought that XRP would be coming back to 33 cents when it was up at $1, right? Well, there was a fair value gap that needed to come be filled, and it was filled. So same thing here on the weekly charts. I would rather just get this out of the way instead of having price push all the way up, then return back down. Another thing that we're taking a look at here on the weekly charts, as we can see here on the RSI, let's go ahead and expand this. We do have our center line here, also known as the market baseline, curling up nice and hard now, which is very, very good thing. We also have our white lines here, which are the volatility bands. They are starting to flex out, indicating more and more volume coming into the space. There are a couple of, watch out scenarios going on. One of them being that the green line here, our RSI, has poked through the volatility band, meaning it is quite a bit farther away from where price should be at the moment. So, it's outperforming the predicted performance, right? So what happens usually when it gets out there, it'll have some sort of correction to the downside. Right now, it poked through last week, started having a little bit of a come down, but this week, you know what? It fought right back and it said, nope, no, thank you. I'm not ready for that. We're going to keep on pushing on ahead. So right now it's coming extremely close to that 50-week moving average. If we do continue our momentum to the upside, let's check out our supply and demand zones here. All right, so our upside supply and demand zone will be this candle. It's the last. I did change my candlesticks on purpose now. The white candles are up candles, blue candles are down. And so we're going to have this here as our weekly supply and demand candle. That's going to be colored in white for our indicator of the weekly. And that right there gets us to 78 cents. So if our weekly continues, we'll see, does it continue pushing up? We have this great momentum that has turned on. In fact, I was even talking about this about a week ago. We've now had 2 green candles in a row, and this is a big pump momentum candle for the monthly volume. As you can see right here, 22 days, 2 hours left for that. But that's really exciting because you can see last time that we had a white candle, another white candle, but a white candle without a wick, it really started pushing up pretty severely. There is no wick to the downside on this Heikin-Ashi. Very, very positive momentum-wise. We do need to break this 55, 56 cent range. That's what we're really looking to do. That's our breakout indicator. Then we can see the rise up to the top there. Now, going back to our weekly here, we do have also our bottom side. If for some crazy reason, price decided that it needed to come back down and fill that fair value gap, well, there is a 36 cent to 31 cent weekly supply and demand zone down here. You can see the numbers here, 36 cent to 31 cent for that gap. And if we take a look back on the Japanese candlesticks and we take a look back on the daily charts and we turn on our fair value gap, there is one on the daily fair value gap, which is pretty deep there at 27 cents. But like we talked about on the weekly charts, there's just one right here at this 40 cent level. So does it continue to drop and then fill this daily fair value gap, which this daily fair value gap is still active all the way since back here, which was the week of January 30th, 2021. So that's a very long-standing fair value gap. You can see this one was filled all the way back here. So there is a possibility that that gets filled as well. I'm not saying there is not, but right now it's not looking likely considering the momentum that we have riding up. The other thing that's really exciting right now on the daily charts is the fact that our 50 moving average is on its way up to the blue line here, the 1100 exponential moving average. Once those cross, as you can see when it crossed negative, obviously it had a severe move there. Once they cross bullish, we could see a good pump there. You can see that it just happened on our 4-hour charts, and it has been quite a good outcome ever since then. It's been riding above that 50 for quite some time, and it's had a lot of power to the upside. In fact, when we take a look at the 1 hour, it has come down to that 50 a couple of times, bounced off of it, keeps on riding that wave to the upside. On our 4-hour charts, we have reached the 70 line or the overbought territory. So we'll see if there does have some sort of correction, a cooling off period to reset that. And then also on our daily charts, we have gotten really close to the overbought territory. And this is something I've been paying attention to also, and you guys have also been watching. So price right now, this price today, it actually had a really, really strong candle. Was it the 1 hour candle? So this candle started moving and it was pretty significant. This one right here made a run up. I thought that that was going to go ahead and push all the way up to our previous top and give us a little bit of a newer high. And that would indicate, as you can see right here, giving us a little bit of a higher high here on price. That would have been a higher high also on the daily. And then that would have been a lower high on the RSI, giving us that daily bearish divergence that is potentially forming. And the only reason why I'm calling that out is because we are still looking for the weekly bullish divergence, right? So we have not had the bullish divergence kick on yet. We can go here, divergence for many indicators. You can see back here, we did have the weekly histogram and momentum, and it did actually follow out some really good stuff there, right? Some good pump came along after that. However, we want to see the bullish divergence for the weekly charts to see a real move to the upside. As you can see right here, we've had a bullish divergence in the past. that did make this run happen in the weekly charts, which was a very nice run there. Taking a look here at the daily charts, you will notice that we did have the bullish RSI divergence right here. We also got the flash of the signal on the indicator here. And sure enough, that run happened. Now, as you're seeing right now, actually on this indicator, the divergence for mini indicators, it showed a flash of yesterday, an RSI and money flow bearish divergences happen. Even though that flashed, price continued to pump to the upside. So we're going to keep a very close eye on this right now. Do we have some sort of correction for XRP, or are we just running to the moon right now? XRP to the moon, as we kicked it off with the video, and we're really excited about that. And speaking of going to the moon, you've got to see this right here.